Today I'm going to be showing you how to burn images like this into a white tile that looks like this. I know there's a lot of methods online, people are trying it. I had a hard time trying this and I asked so many questions, tried so many things, burned thousands of tiles, nothing came out as good as this picture here. Okay, so I'm going to show you step by step how to do this. What you need first is this program called LightBurn. Okay, I'm using Ortur, sorry, 20 watt. You can use 15 watt. 15 watt is a good too. And those are the two I recommend. This is the new lens, 20 watt. It's all about focusing and stuff. So first thing you need this file here. I seen the gentleman on YouTube did a video. It was an amazing video about the method of the white burn tiles. I tried it so many times. I asked him question. I couldn't get any help or any answers. So I ended up trying so many things. I am not kidding. If maybe I threw about 40 to 30 tiles until I perfected this. Okay. The issues I was having with pictures when I burn them, I'm gonna show you. For example, they were not burning right. Okay, some of the pictures in the end they were coming up like this. I believe you'll have the same issues until I found this file here. I'm gonna call it outer power test. So the file is basically set up. It's not set up by me, but it works perfect. Okay, is basically is all power. Just gonna zoom in. So it is set up for, you can use it basically for anything. You can use it on wood. I recommend using this file before you do anything on any burn on any project. Okay, this file is okay at 250 millimeter per second speed. I'll give you 100% power here, then 90%, 80%, 70, 60, 50, 40, and 10, and goes on all the way to 10. Okay, that now you'll see your burn on a wood or a tile. How does it look like before you even try to choose any setting? Okay, and then again 500, 750, 1000 speed, and it goes on all the way to 3000 millimeter per second speed. 100% again, it goes to 10%. Okay, don't mess with anything. If you open the program, you might see this arrow. I'm gonna close it and just open it up. I saved it somewhere here under power test. Here you go. Sorry, my desktop have million stuff. This is the error I'm getting. It basically is telling us this font is not available. Which is, what does that mean? Is this font here? Whoever made this, they use this special font. Is this font here? I don't have that font anymore, or we don't have it. So it's just telling you this font. I'm not gonna mess with it. I don't want to mess with anything else. Okay. So you might have this little pop out error saying this font is not available. Now again, if you go deeper into this example setup, let's go to the first one. This gentleman here is using 200 speed, okay, 100% power here, and it goes down to 0.0100, okay, line, okay, per minute, or whatever, line per inch, okay, is 254. So here what makes a lot of difference on some pictures if people don't understand this. So for example, I'm just gonna build a box here. Okay, I'm just gonna build a box here, and then now this box is black. Okay, there's a new format that is not selected here, and I'm gonna choose 100. Same thing they're choosing, 100. Okay, I'm gonna get my keyboards here, try and type the number. We'll leave the power. We're not gonna pay attention to the power at this point. We're gonna look in here at this setting here. Okay, I hope you guys can see this very clear. I'm going to zoom in. It's 0.00, and here is 254. What does that mean? So if I go here, and I'm just gonna turn off all these just for a second. These are basically these boxes here. What I'm doing, I'm just turning them off, so you will not see them when I do that. So if I click, I'm gonna zoom out. So if I click here to review, Okay, now it's showing us how many time at 100. If I can zoom in, at 100, it shows us how many time this lines is moving. Okay, so one, it goes all the way and come back, two, three. This is the laser path. Okay, so 100 means there's so many small lines. Okay, you'll get more details. Imagine if I change it to, let's say, 1.2. Okay, so now we'll go to the view and look. Barely, there's barely lines. There was like 1,000 of them there. Now if I go up to, let's say, to 3. Okay, to 3 and click OK. Now if I go to view, look, so the laser is going to come when the laser is going to burn this box, when it's going to fill this box, you'll see the line. It'll be like this coming back and forth. So basically this laser is not going to fill up the whole box. Okay, you'll see lines. Okay, so that's what this is lines per inch. So there is every basically 8 lines per an inch. So this here, if it's an inch, you're gonna have 8 lines in it only. Okay, so that's why here is very important what setup you set up. Now, sometimes you do not want to overdo it because that will slow your machine down and that will change the image recommendation. Okay, so 0.100. Okay, sorry, 0.100 is the normal setup for this test right now. Okay, so trying to set it up this way. See, now if you see, well, I zoom in and I zoom in, I zoom in, there is a million almost in there. There's so many of them. And then you just zoom out. This is that one box. So the box is going to be basically pitch black. Okay, now that depends on the speed and the power I'm going to push to it. So that's the idea here. What we're doing right now, we're going to test the power and the speed on your tiles. Okay, each tile can have a different effect. Each piece of wood will have a different effect. Sometimes one piece of wood is made out of a couple, let's say, for example, if you attach two 2x4 together and you'll see two different half burn here and half different color here. That's because the wood is changing. Okay, so again, this file is set up at 100. Okay, sorry, not here. We'll turn this off completely. So for example, it's set up for 254 inch per, line per inch. Okay, so this is a line. So when you're burning your pictures, this is very important. Okay, line per inch. You gotta set it up to this, or here, line in 0.100. Okay. You do not want to do overscan, we don't want nothing else, just these options here. And we'll go to the next option, okay? So now we burn our tiles. What I did, it was something easy to set up. For example, first I bought a white tile, okay? So we're just gonna go back in here and then we're just gonna look at the white tile I got. So I just got a white normal tile, sorry. And I painted, first I cleaned it with this here acetone. Okay, and then this is the bottom, how it will look like. Okay, I clean out acetone and just wipe it down just with a little bit of rocks. You can buy the smallest one, you don't need a big one. It should last you for a long time. Okay, it was like $5 or something. I got it from Home Depot. I'm not sure exactly how much it was, but at Walmart it's $5, so it gotta be the same price or close to it. So I wipe the tile very clean, okay, with a clean rug. Then I use this white flat paint. So I use glassy. The guy's video is showing on YouTube he used glassy, but I had way better result than flat. I couldn't get nothing on glassy, okay? On glass, basically. Or semi-glass, no. I use a flat paint, okay? And it came out very good. This is very cheap paint. It's $3 something. Watch after this video, the price is going to go up. Okay, so what I did, I use this program called Imager, but this later on. So cleaned it. The way I sprayed it, just a light spray back and forth one time. Don't overdo it. Don't go this direction and go that direction. No, just one time. Spray, 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 spray until you fill up. Make sure when you're spraying, your nozzle is touching all over. Back and forth. You know, doesn't matter this direction or that direction, but one time. Okay. And every time you do this test, you make sure you do everything consistent. So if you spray it one time to this test, the same thing when you burn a picture on an image, image on a tile, you should make sure you spray it one time. Don't do it two times because you have a different result. Now after that, let it dry. With this paint, it dries within less than an hour. I let it over an hour. It depends on the weather. And then what I did, I used that LightBurn software. Before I did that, now I'm using a 20-watt laser. I made sure I focused the laser. Okay, so bring your nozzle. So now it's not focused. Okay, and I'm gonna go down, show you guys. Here's what I did. Go up, and then focus. Okay, now just to test everything is okay and your machine is set up right. What I did, or it could be your tile is bad. So what I did, I went this direction here. I make sure it's set up here. I went here. I make sure it was set up here in all corners. Okay, nothing, nothing was over crazy. Nothing was gapping. I just did that. Okay, of course underneath it, that over there right now. So something like this. So if I go here, I tie in it. Then I go here. It was the same height going underneath. Nothing going up and crazy up and down. Same thing here. That means my setup is okay. None of the machine is not twisted like this or that. Nothing crazy. Okay, so that's the first thing I think. Then I start burning. This file will take you approximately, let me see. I'm just gonna show you guys. Well, if you burn on something, it should take about 1 hour and 8 minutes to burn this file. Okay, on anything. Now, it depends on the power or what you're trying to burn. On tiles, 250 speed is too slow. 500, it is too slow. Okay, unless you're using like maybe 15 watt, or I'm not sure, 7 watt, I'm not sure, but for this it's too slow. I have 20, so I know these two speed, even the 700 was too much because now I'm over burning the tiles probably. So I just honestly skipped those. I started with 1000. Okay, I started with 1000 and down, and then of course 10% and 20% you can just delete them too. Now be careful, don't go all the way down. You're gonna end up deleting different stuff. So just I deleted to 20% and 10%. Okay, and then I just deleted the power here to all the 700. So I end up with a file looking like this. Hold on. So I end up with a file looking like this. You can use the whole file. Again, it just takes more time, and up to you. I just use this option here. So that was my file. Okay, starting from 1000 all the way, to 3000, and starting from 30%, and that at least reduced my amount of burning from 1 hour something to 21 minutes. And here you can see it shows you an idea of the lines I was talking about. Here you have less line than when you go higher and higher. Just the power burn. Actually, sorry, not line, the power burn. You can see a little bit the power burn. Here is a little bit. It just shows you a little bit. Okay, not that much. But let's not talk about that. Okay. Now after burning, okay, what you need to do, you wipe your tile very clean. After burning, I use thinner. I wiped it with thinner, and then you decide, pick up the tiles and you look at it after burning, and then you decide what speed you think will be the best for you. For that image I burned, I use 1000 and I use 80%. Let me see if I can zoom in and show you. So like this one here, that was the 40%. I can see lines in here. Okay, here it was lion. Here I had less lion, more burn. Okay, and here the burn got less. Then again, when I was pushing more power, the burn wasn't more, but it was affecting the image. Okay, so at 100% power at 1000, I was not getting clear image. That's what I was having problem with. It wasn't my focus. A lot of people think it's the focus, they keep playing with focus, is to know what power you push at what setting. So for example, 1250 millimeter per second, maybe I could have burned it on this here, which is was 70, 90, 70%. Okay, but at 60%, at 1000. And then I can maybe I could have used somewhere here, but again, I don't like the lines. I don't like those lines. Now this one here was in zero angle. What I mean with the zero angle, so I did two burns. So sometimes it matter on your laser. So a zero angle, what I mean with zero angle, if you go to the LightBurn, okay, here this is zero angle. So your laser will go this direction. When it's burning, it will go this direction. Now if you do 90, your laser will start burning this direction. So watch even the lines here. Okay, now I go to 90. You'll see the line change from up and down to from side to side, up and down. If I do 45, okay, now I'm burning this direction. Okay, I don't recommend 45. You can do 45 if you want to. I just kept it at zero. So this tile here, we burn, it was at zero. Okay, then I actually did another tile at 90. I changed all the setting. What I did, basically, I went in here, okay, only played with here. I only added 90 to this. I changed this to 90. So this is minus. I just went all the way to, I can just type here, but my keyboard is away right now. So this is 90. Every single one. I only changed the scan angle. I didn't touch nothing with the file, okay? I'll leave it as it is. So now, and then I click OK before I exit, of course. Went back to make sure everything is set up. So now I burned two of them. One at zero angle, one at 90, okay? So then I end up picking up what I want to burn. So if I want to burn at zero, I picked this box here, okay? After cleaning the tile, not before, after you wipe it down just to find the result, okay? So I picked this one here. Now at 90, I could go a little higher speed, okay? At 90, my result was a little different. Maybe I had a little like, see, this is a hard burn at 90, okay? And this was at 1750 speed at 70%, okay? Maybe I could have went here too, okay? It depends. What do you? It's your reference. Try this one. Definitely, you don't want to try this, because your image will come out like this. Will not come out clear. I bet you that's a lot of people having this issue. You need to find something. See, this is a nice one. Here, everything is burned. Simple. Okay. Power at 80. Sometimes you push too much power. At 1000, I'm pushing 100 power. I'm not burning. I'm over burning. I'm actually getting inside a tile right now. The idea of this, you cannot burn on white tiles only. Okay, because the ceramic is a reflector. So what you're trying to do, you're burning on paint, the white paint. You're burning that white paint, leaving residue on that tile. That residue is engraving inside the tile. So this is not just, this is not, you cannot wipe this. It doesn't come off. With a screwdriver or anything, this is engraved in the tile black. Okay, so now we figure out what setting we want. We'll try the setting somewhere. Oh, you have it here. Now you go to LightBurn. Okay, so here's a couple of things. So this lady here I did. Okay, so I went to imagr.com, and let's go to home just to show you how I set it up. Okay, I have it here set up, imagr.com. I even had the video for the other guy set up in my favor. So for example, I clicked here, okay, imagr, and then you can go here and upload. Okay, this is just telling you this is their new layout. They had a different layout. They upgraded their website. A lot of people are visiting this website. You can use Photoshop, to do this. So you go down. Example, I'm gonna select this picture just to show you guys how I did it exactly, and then it should come out after you upload it. It should come out here. Now you can crop the picture. So example, if it's too big, let's go to the motion. Okay, I can, let's say if it's too big, I can make it smaller, adjust it. Or I even can make a design. This air angle, I can play with the angle. Here's the angle. So if you look here, I would change the angle. Okay, this is the angle. If you want, then you click OK. At this thing, I'm gonna leave it as it is, and just I'm not gonna cancel. I'm not gonna grab. Resize. You can resize the image. So for example, this image here, it is for, let's say with me, this is for tile 6 inches. Okay, so you can go to inches, change it here and put 6 inches. You can resize it to 6 inches. For example, you can just type it. Let's say I resize it to 6 inches. I cannot type it. Let me see if I can type it. This should be 6. This is 9. This is 6. 96. We'll go 6 inches. And this should automatically, as soon as you type one, the other one automatically adjusts the picture. And then you can change here the DPI. Same thing is the quality of the picture. We can put 300 if you want. Okay, so this is 300, and the program should adjust it for you. Now you click OK. Now you go on the bottom again. Now here's the picture before. Here's after you made an adjustment to it. Okay. There is advanced setting. You can do some more stuff in advanced setting. Mirror image, for example. If you click mirror image, it will just turn the image around. This is if you're burning on, let's say, mirror. But again, in mirror, you should be sometimes doing negative image. So here's the negative image. It will negative, which is that mean everything is black, it turns to white. So when you're engraving on mirror, it comes out different. Okay. And you can, okay, so we'll just cancel this option. You can play with the brightness, how bright you want the picture, how dark you want it. You can mess with all the stuff, but we're not going to play with those. There's a bunch of filters, percentage of shape and stuff like that. But we're not going to play with this. Just click reset as it is. Then you go here to material, what material you're burning it to. Honestly, most of them are the same. It comes in just telling you white tile. If you're doing on black tile, it will invert it for you. So for example, white tile, I'm going to show you a couple of things. So white tile, we'll click on this method here. White tile, look at the image. Now, if you look, they have 3 options. Let me try to zoom in to show you. The picture is not that clear. You can see on her eyebrow, it's not a lot of points, and that means the picture is gonna look like this when it comes out. You need a little bit more details maybe. So you go back to material, and let's say Norton, okay? And we'll click on white tiles, okay? Just white tile itself. Now you'll see a difference on the picture. Picture came out a little bit darker, okay? There's more details in there, okay? So you can see here there's a little bit more details on this. Again, you can choose the other material and choose this new. They have new options, okay? And then click the white tile. You can see, let's see if it's gonna allow us. Sometimes the website just acts different. See, now it's a little bit more as a sketch, okay? So the other one, the Norton, it have more a little bit details, okay, than the new. So you can choose the Norton. I believe I chose the Norton when I made this one. It was a couple days ago. I forgot, honestly. So yeah, that's just a more close look up, okay? Then you go here, and then you can download the image. Now when you download, it gives you option what do you choose. Now we all know these are high quality. Let's choose this one here. It's just more faster format. JPG is a more faster format to transfer through internet. So in this case, we're transferring through a USB cable, so you might need this one, okay? So then you can just copy this image. You can just come in and throw it directly into a LightBurn, okay? And the shoe pops out. So for example, this key just came in into a LightBurn. Now what we need to do, easiest way, what option did you choose? Did you choose here, example, was it? Let's say 1700, let's say this, 1700 by 70. So you go to the image, now you select the color. Okay, close this, open a new, of course, you can open a new LightBurn. But let's say I'm just gonna disable everything here, just to leave an image. Okay, and then of course these just gonna disable the background. So now I'm left with this image. So this is how the image look like. Don't be afraid, it's okay. It's not gonna look good, you know, I have to zoom into it to see. If you zoom in, you'll see it's only about dots. It's just a little bit dot. That's what the laser is doing. It's just burning dots, showing that image. Now what you need to do next, go to this one. Which one did you select? The black one, so it should be this one here. This here. You open it, now you set your setting. What is it, 1700? Get my keyboard. So we'll set this one, 1750, okay? Then you'll set up to how many power we set. Power was, let's say 70 we set, okay? 70%. Do not mess with anything here. What you need to mess with is here. When you turn this, I know it says dither here. It should be the first option, but it doesn't matter. Even if you have this, when you turn this, automatically switch to the first option. You turn pass through. Basically, you're saying pass through the material. Like, don't use dither, just use pass through, just normal burnout, okay? And then make sure this is 100. How to change this? If you have the pass on, you turn it. Let's say if it was 600. If it was 600, you change it to, how we said, 0.100. What we got this from, if you recall, it was from the setting here. So these settings are here. So if you go here, remember, we had 100, this number, 254. So 100. So you go to the black one, is 100, pass through, okay, and nothing on. You don't mess with anything out. I don't have air assist on this one, so we're just gonna turn off air assist. It's not gonna do anything but, and make sure it's one pass, not two passes. Okay, click OK. Now this image is ready to be burned. All you gotta do, align it to your tile that you want to burn. For example, so this is the tile I want to burn. Put the tile somewhere, and then I'll just align it. Make sure the laser goes here, 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 here. You know, like exactly in the center of the tile, wherever the burn I want to be. Okay. Then make sure again you're focused. That's the most important thing. A lot of time people does not focus. Okay. Even between tile and tile, focus. Some tiles can be a little bit shorter than the others. They can make a little bit different, okay? So refocus on the new tile and burn your image. And this is how is the result I end up with, okay? Okay. What I did, of course, I clear coated, but again, this method here, this will not come off. People are doing it with the black paint, you know, paint it black, then, you know, clearing on top of it. One day somebody scratch it, it'll go away. This is not scratchable. It will not go away. You're engraving inside that tile. Okay? So here. Now, just a little note, in case some stuff does not come out right, okay? Some picture does not. So if you have a background, pay attention to your background when the picture becomes black and white, especially on black and white. Okay? So here, we're just gonna do something here. A small note, okay? So if your picture, if you see a picture, see this picture is kind of okay. The background here is not, it's not exactly, I want to hold on. Here, the background, there is a little bit different between this black background and her hair, okay? So this is what you need to find out. If you see this background and her hair is the same color, that means your burn is not gonna be right. Not because it's the machine, it's just because the way the color is. So the black is fading with the black. You're not gonna. So make sure when you're burning something, okay, let's make sure you look at detail before you burn it. So right now you see here, this is darker than this because it's a mirror. She's standing, you know, behind a mirror. Behind her there's a mirror or a window. Sorry, not mirror, a window. So of course this is darker than here. So don't be surprised. Look at the original image. The original image, she's somewhere standing in, you know, there is a window behind her. And of course there's a tinted windows. This is not it. So this line is on the window. You can see here is darker. So if you switch, you can just cut her off. If you have a program, will be less time to burn on tiles. Instead of having this background, cut the person off, okay, with the Photoshop or any program you have, delete it, okay, and upload it to the program. That way you don't have to spend, your laser will just burn the person, not the background, okay? That should save you sometimes. I hope this help you guys. Again, if you have any questions, please ask. I will have this file, LightBurn file, on my YouTube to be shared with everybody. Okay, which is this file, not this file. Actually, the earlier file we talked about. There's this one here. The boxes. Tile here. Not this. Sorry. So basically, it's this one here. I'll have it share for you guys, so you guys can use it. It's the burn file. Again, I recommend this burn file to everybody. Use it. This is only for LightBurn. Okay, use it before you burn on any material. Okay, you can minimize it. You can make it a little smaller. You don't have to be that big. You can just make it a little smaller and just burn on a piece of wood. That will save you a lot of mistakes. Okay, don't try to guess what numbers you're gonna burn on what wood. Use this file. Okay, you can delete the stuff. If it's wood and you have a 20-watt laser or 15, try over 1,000 and down. Okay, so 1,250 and down, because you'll be burning that wood. If you try something like a 700, you'll make heavy indentation into that wood. You'll be burning the wood. Okay, of course, if you want to cut the wood, that's different. But it's all about your setting. You'll figure something out. You'll learn. It's all about trial. Okay, and some pictures will come out nice. Some picture will not come out nice because of the background, like we talked to. Okay, I recommend sketches. Start with sketches. Sketches basically is a picture that is just like a tiger face as a sketch. Okay, nothing with details and stuff like this. Okay, just simple things. Start with that. Don't overspeed. Try not to do something crazy, over 3,000. This is a 3,000 power recommendation again, and go by the chart. So whatever the charts tell you, after you clean the tile, you should use that setting. Okay, so if we were to use this setting here, or this, let's say if I were to go to 2,500 and use this setting, your picture probably will come out nice, okay, but will come out gray instead of black. So then you're wondering why my pictures are gray, because you use the wrong setting on your tiles. Okay, it's all about finding the right burn setting on the tiles, and this file should help you a lot. Okay, I hope this video helped you guys. Okay, I apologize for any mistake I said or anything. I appreciate any comments, feedbacks. Let me know. I'll try my best to help you guys. Thank you.